ladies and gentlemen. Yo, this episode is wild. Anyway, what is up, you guys? It's Violet Telly here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Wonderland, and let's catch a vibe, because this video is going to be going up on both channels. My main channel, Violet's Wonderland, you guys already know. My second channel, Let's Catch a Vibe, where I will be doing like movie reviews, spoiler reviews of like obviously the Marvel what ifs, the Marvel movies and stuff like that. So yeah, go and hit me up on Let's Catch a Vibe. But anyway, hope you guys are feeling great, feeling amazing, feeling vibey. And man, this episode took me left and right. I don't even know my left and my right. Anyway, I'm keeping that in. Whatever. Yo, guys, pretty much this film takes place during Iron Man 1 and Black Panther, the first one. Right, so pretty much straight off the bat, we jump into pretty much the first scene. I think it's the first scene of Iron Man 1. Tony's in Afghanistan. He's in the truck with the boys. You know, you already know what happens. They get attacked. He jumps out. He's about to get hit with a missile. But who turns up? Eric Killmonger. Now, this is really cool because we later get explained that he was in the area anyway. But his team was like, I don't know what the terminology is, like 40 clicks. Like, he was a good couple of miles away. So he obviously knew Tony Stark was out there. And obviously he says, you know, what were you insinuating? But anyway, pretty much we find out that Tony obviously never went through the operation of having shrapnel stuck in his heart. So he never ends up becoming Iron Man. So pretty much what happens is we end up going back to America, where Tony is saying, you know, we ended up getting attacked, and he ends up going on this spiel where we need to build better weapons, where obviously when he came back in the original film, he was like, you know, I'm dismantling the weapon division. Anyway, Obadiah Stane is there and Killmonger's there, and Killmonger ends up telling people, right, because we find out at the beginning there, Eric Killmonger was in, I think he was infiltrating the 10 Rings, obviously bringing up Shang-Chi, obviously the Mandarin. But anyway, obviously if you guys remember, the 10 Rings were anyway, I'm just going to call him Stane because I keep remembering his name. Jebediah Stane, I think his name is. But anyway, he was pretty much in the first Iron Man film manipulating things behind the scene with the 10 Rings. But anyway, we find out that Killmonger knows that information and leaks it on the internet. So from the beginning, Stane's gone. So he's not going to be a villain in the first Iron Man movie. Not in this episode. So he gets rid of him. Obviously, he ends up getting closer to Tony. Pepper Potts kind of thinks things are a bit dodgy. But anyway, we transition from there. He pretty much makes him like his bodyguard kind of thing. He says, I need a killer, basically. From what I can remember, there's a little bit of like interaction, and then we transform from there, and we end up coming to, obviously him end up going after vibranium. Now, obviously he ends up chilling with Tony. He shows him like all the cars and stuff like that, and then he says, you know, I had an idea for a high-tech drone. So he says, okay. He said, well, we need vibranium. So he's like, you know, takes off his ring, which he got from his father. Obviously, Killmonger I'm talking about. So obviously, Killmonger's story is pretty much the same. It just goes in different turns. So yeah, pretty much he ends up working with Tony. And it's a really funny thing in there, because he ends up, his design looks like a Gundam wing. And then Tony makes a comment saying, oh yeah, great. Because he says, what the hell? He says, you know, unique design. He says, what? Killmonger says, what? I like anime. So obviously Tony Stark says, brilliant, we're going to have a really high-tech Gundam and the most expensive Gundam. But anyway, it's a really funny joke. But anyway, transitioning, and we keep going. So obviously Tony and Killmonger end up working on these kind of like vibranium drones. They're more like the Empire Strikes Back kind. No, more like the Phantom Menace kind of drones. You know, just ones you send in with guns. But we end up finding out that Tony says we could use a miniature arc reactor, and that was kind of like a callback to, you know, he does use arc technology, but not in the way we think he would use it. So yeah, we end up going through transitioning. Eric Killmonger goes after some more vibranium, but he ends up working with Claw and leaking the deal. So pretty much he ends up saying, Tony Stark says to Rhodes, I need you to go and get this vibranium. But obviously Killmonger and Tony Stark know what the real agenda is. You know, they want to go and get the vibranium to build these suits, but they don't want to let Rhodes know. So they just say, you know, just tell him that we're going to get these resources from this. So obviously Tony says, let's go and contact Ulysses Claw to get the vibranium. And obviously, you know, Pepper Potts ain't really into it, stuff like that. And obviously Killmonger's like, yeah, you're right, you know, this. So anyway, they go to the meeting. The meeting gets leaked. Rhodes is there. Black Panther turns up, because obviously Black Panther would know that the vibranium was stolen by Ulysses Claw. So yeah, Black Panther goes there. And we see a weapon that we saw earlier in the episode. I won't spoil everything, but we did see a weapon earlier in the episode. And Killmonger uses it on T'Challa and kills him. Dead. We don't even get Civil War. The appearance of T'Challa doesn't even happen in Civil War. So anyway, after that, we end up traversing where Killmonger obviously turns on Claw. Pretty much does what he does in the original Black Panther film. And Killmonger returns him and says, you know, I'm one of the family, I'm the cousin, you know, this. He ends up getting integrated. But what they end up doing is, secretly, Killmonger's brought this vibranium army with America. Because obviously, pretty much the way it turns out, Killmonger killed Tony Stark with a vibranium spear. But then Rhodes, or no, was it Rhodes? Yeah, Rhodes was killed with... like Iron Man tech. So they're pretty much trying to, I think it is. Yeah, pretty much Killmonger's trying to say, he tried to make up this kind of war between America and Wakanda so he could sneak his way in, basically. I'm butchering the storytelling, guys, but go and watch it for yourself. It's really good. But anyway, we end up finding out that obviously Shuri's a bit curious towards the end, and she says, you know what, I found the footage of Killmonger trying to set up, and he killed Tony and he killed my brother. But yeah, really, really good. We get a really epic battle with these drones, the Dura Milaje, the mom's there. The father didn't die. T'Chaka didn't die because he never went to Civil War, so he's still alive. Shuri's still alive. Obviously, Shuri's still alive anyway. But yeah, really, really good storytelling. I like the fact that they mixed Iron Man 1 in with the first Black Panther movie and like kind of skipped Civil War. It was really cool. Hopefully you guys made sense of what I was talking about. But yeah, really, really good. Obviously, this is my spoiler review that I'll put in the description, so when you guys watch it, you'll know it's spoilers galore. But yeah, pretty much, I'm going to leave this video here, guys. If you guys like the video, don't forget to smash the like button. If you didn't like the video, however, don't forget to smash the dislike button and let me know in the comments down below why you didn't like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and join Team Wonderland, and let's catch a vibe. Definitely recommend subscribing to my second channel if you want to see these reviews. But yeah, don't forget to stay I skipped ahead then. More importantly, don't forget to switch on the bell notifications to get notified as soon as I upload. But more importantly, don't forget to stay vibey, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Peace. Cheese.